That's how I used to feel coming home from Amazon. Butt was hurting, back was hurting, legs was hurting, arms was hurting, head was hurting, brain was hurting, and I'm here to save y'all. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Trvllofficial, and I'm back with another YouTube video. Now look, I'm here to save you guys from pain, misery, and it's not even a word for it. Everybody has been asking me, do you still work at Amazon? How is Amazon? What is it like working for Amazon? Everybody has been asking me this question for years. And I'm here to tell y'all, if you work at Amazon, I give you my props. And I say that because there is so much to working at that facility. I don't know about all the other jobs that they have for Amazon, but I know warehouse positions, never again. Before I get into this video, I want y'all to go ahead and turn on them post notifications, like and subscribe. Go comment Trill Gang for me. If you love me like I love you, comment Trill Gang. You know, it's very much appreciated. We're on the road to 10K. I appreciate y'all for getting me to 3K.
We did it, Joe.
So let's get it popping, man. Let me get into the facts. The real hardcore facts. I was working at Amazon since May 2018. The wage at the time was $13. I need to drink for this because this is gonna be a story. No, it's not liquor. Remember, we don't drink liquor. The story is gonna make me parched. When I first started working there, I had the position of a stower. A stower is somebody that is basically like a stocker. So basically, the product that we would receive from a water spider, the water spider is somebody that brings you your product to your line. So they bring us product, I would take the product out, scan it, and put it in a robot. Seems easy, right? Seems simple. Don't even seem like you gotta do nothing, right? I did that from 7 to 5:30 for 4 or 5 days straight. 40, 50-hour weeks, sometimes 60, right? And everybody, when I first got there, it was so smooth. The only thing that I hated was the fact that I was in there for that long. I didn't think it was bad at first, up until like 2019. I thought it was cool because Amazon is one of those companies where they offer like VTO. They had all these benefits and these resources, and then my team used to throw like parties, like pizza parties. They would give us prizes and let us enter into raffles, all types of stuff, right? But then up until after peak, everything changed. Everything. They were becoming very strict. Now Amazon is one of those companies, I can't speak for every facility, but I know the one that I worked at, they were no on phones. Like, we couldn't bring our phone on the associate floor, which is understandable, it's fine. As far as not being able to use it, but not having it close to you, I kind of felt like that was just doing too much, because you never know, like, anything can happen and you need to get in contact with somebody, or, you know, need to use your phone. And then I thought that was the worst part with being a stower. They wanted you to hit a rate pretty much like every single day. It was simple. It's just that Amazon is one of those companies where they are very strict. Not only did they become strict on our rate and our attack time, like your attack time was pretty much how many seconds you stow. You had to stow something, I think, in between 6 and 8 seconds per product. So like, say if I put one nail polish up and then the next one, in between that time, it took me 6, 8 seconds, whatever. Or if I have something medium or large, I think it was somewhere like between 18 and 20, like somewhere between there. Not gonna lie, it gets kind of frustrating. Once COVID hit, everything changed. Not even the mask thing. But when I tell you they were so strict, they started shortening the time we had to get from our area to like the break room. So like, say if you're on the 4th floor, you have literally 6 minutes to get downstairs into the break room to eat. Anything over that is considered TOT. TOT is time off task. That means the time you wasn't working. And I feel like that's just unfair and unrealistic. You got people with all kinds of conditions that can't really walk for real. They can't speed walk. Their legs might be bad, anything. And they don't care. Like, my whole thing is with Amazon, I'm grateful for the opportunity, but they don't care about people. And my mom had always told me, remember, you are just pretty much a robot to them until they can find robots to replace y'all. And I didn't realize it up until this previous year. Like, it causes so much wear and tear on your body. I felt old as a 23-year-old. I'm 24 now, but when I was working there, I was 21. And so I'm just now quitting, like, literally this year. And it caused me so many, like, back complications. I done had a pallet smacked on my foot. The kind of care that they have inside of my facility is like they don't care about you at all. They don't care if you're sick. I even got denied one time that I couldn't, like, sit down because I was getting ready to pass out. Like, they wouldn't let me go home. They told me if I wanted to go home, I had to pull a medical leave. Other than that, you got to use your time. There's another time where I got into it with, like, the HR people. I was talking in the break room, on the phone, in the break room. The only place you could really be on your phone. So then after COVID hit, they told us that if we need to take a phone call, we had to step away from our station to take one. And I got into it with a manager because one of my relatives had passed away. I got a phone call. And I let her know that I was on the phone with my mom. Like, I stepped away from where I was working at. She got smart with me. She got an attitude with me out of nowhere. And I caused no kind of issues in Amazon whatsoever. But she wrote me up. And I didn't find out until the next day when my manager told me. And I'm like, what? But that was, and yeah, that is just one person that's at the whole Amazon building. But majority of those managers, they did not care. They don't care at all. They don't care about how you feel, how you feeling. You got some cool managers in there, and I appreciate them for helping us out. But to me, I just personally feel like we were robots to them. It's hot. You could be borderline ready to pass out, and they did not care. You know, as females, another point I want to point out, when you have to use the bathroom, wherever you located, you can be on the 1st through the 4th floor. And they have south, east, west, north. So depending on what side you're on, like say if the bathrooms are on this side of the building and you on this side of the building, you literally have 6 minutes to get to the bathroom before they start considering it TOT. Mind you, there's a 6-minute walk to the bathroom.
Well, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
You literally, from the time you leave your station, you have to scan something. Like, so the way that I did it, I would scan something really quick. Or even if I had a pod gap, I would still scan something really quick because they're going to consider it TOT after 3 minutes. After those 3 minutes, you're getting clocked for TOT. And now you're trying to go to the bathroom.
Oh, hell no, I'm out of here.
Say you on your womanly duties, you have your cycle or whatever the case. They don't care. The only people that get a pass are people who are pregnant, which is completely understandable. So, like, and that was my facility, and I just felt like that was so unfair. Like, we got cycles. You might have a stomach ache. You might gotta really use the bathroom. You have to use your time to use that time. I don't get it. They just started to become more and more strict by the day, to the point where it was like, you gotta ask yourself, is it worth your mental and your money? Like, because a lot of the people that I got hired with either quit or got fired. The only ways that you could really get fired is by the dumbest reasons of them all. And I mean, like, if your TOT is over 30 minutes, if you accumulate over 30 minutes of TOT or an hour or hour and a half, they want you to rush to get back upstairs on your break. I have to prepare to get to finish my 30-minute break, meaning I'm probably going to have to start packing up my stuff around a 20-25 minute time frame because it takes 6 minutes to get upstairs. And from that time to that time, if you don't make it back upstairs, they start counting TOT. All of a sudden, at the end of the week, you got a manager coming up to you like, oh, you had an hour and 10 minutes of TOT. Where were you at between this time and this time? I told that lady, I had White Castle yesterday, ma'am. I had to use the bathroom. I don't get it, you know. The payout, do I feel like it's worth it? No. I've been there for the past 4 years. That was not worth my mental. You working at Amazon, do not make it permanent. Like, have a plan to leave. You have to really have a clear mental to work there, because that facility, like, that building makes you feel like you're depressed. And I used to think it was just me, but everybody I was working around, everybody's spirit and energy was just down. I became so mentally tired. Like, I don't like them. I hate them. I can't even lie to y'all. Like, I'm glad that they gave me the chance to, you know, provide for me and my family and give myself the things that I needed, but never again. People do not understand that warehouse position is no joke, because they also do play favoritism. There was times where they would slap us with MET the day before we were supposed to go in. Like, say if my mandatory day was Monday, meaning that it's mandatory to come in unless you have time to cover it, right? People would be at home, but it'd be a Saturday. They had up until Sunday to let you know if you had to come into work the next day. They literally slapped us at 12 o'clock noon on Sunday, making us all think that we were going to be off for Monday. Slapped us with MET. And you have people that have kids that have to take their kids to school on Mondays, and might be a single parent, and maybe they don't have another way to get their kids to school, or somebody to watch them, somebody to take them, and they don't care. Like, they will tell you literally, well, you got to use your time. You had some HR managers that was decent, but all that other stuff, like, it was just, it's too much. Like, I went through so many medical leaves dealing with them. It's horrible. It is bad, bro. I've been there long enough to say I don't like them. Every time I pulled up to that facility, I got anxiety. I started taking VTO more than I took days coming into work. I would VTO probably 2-3 times out of the week, and one day come in and then be sitting there for 5 hours and like, nah, I want to go home. Even people around me saying that I was like mentally drained from them. And my mental is very good. Like, I'm somebody, I can keep myself going. I can keep being motivated. I can be dedicated into something. It's like I checked out and I was like, yeah, this ain't it. And another thing is, they are smart because they are not unionized. You have nobody that's gonna back you up. You get a write-up. I done seen people get fired over being late over 1 minute, like, because they caught a flat. It's something with them that just don't sit right with me. I just feel like those 10 to 12 hours was so draining. You only get 2 breaks. One was 30, one was 25 minutes. Because the other 5 minutes you have to walk to go back to your station. Like, and if you didn't, here they come. Coming to your station. Mall cop. I'm a boss. I'm like, this is not what I want to do for the rest of my life. I see myself being so much bigger, doing so many things that I actually enjoy doing, and not just doing it for the money, like doing it because I'm happy. This is my passion. And YouTube is one of those, you know what I'm saying, passions. I do like talking to you guys. So yeah, y'all, if you enjoyed this video, you want to see more videos, more story time, more challenges, more pranks, more me, need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe right now. No, I did not get a face tattoo. It's just a smiley face, guys. Yeah, turn on post notifications. Stay tuned for my next video. I appreciate y'all. All right, Trill Gang, stay tuned. Come back soon.